I'm here with a special guest. Introduce yourself.
How about you introduce me?
Oh, excuse me, Mr. James Davis. How are you today?
I'm good. See, if I introduce myself, it makes it look like you don't know who I am, and I'm just some stock interview. So I want them to know that you're familiar with my work.
Of course, of course. I always just sometimes do that so people can have some people like their own intro. But
I thought it was like when you don't know somebody's name, you're like, hey, what's up? Tell them your name. Like, nah, you better let them know you know my name.
right, I have done that before though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. But what's going on? I mean, you're out here working for real. Like you're like one best kept secret, I would say.
That's a great way to describe it, a best kept secret. I really feel like I have a lot of talent out here that's not, recognized by the world yet. But I think people in the comedy community see, some talent out there, and I have some opportunities coming out. I have a show on Comedy Central Snapchat, Discover, that's every Monday. This season of Jokin Off. So, I'm blessed to just keep on having opportunities and platforms to, showcase who I am and who I've been blessed to be.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now, what kind of put you out there? Was it that viral video with the Barack Black of Flame? Okay, I seen it. That was crazy. I don't know where that idea came from or anything, but that kind of put you on the map, right?
Yeah. So, I guess my debut on the scene was really Barack Flock of Flame, the internet parody, where I mashed Barack Obama with Waka Flocka Flames music video for Hart in the Paint. And really what happened was I was doing a Barack impersonation on stage and stand-up for like a handful of months, maybe like half a year before the video. And I had just started doing sketches online, and that song was super hot, Hard in the Paint. Everybody was doing their own.
Secret Service, but I got my own SK. See Hillary, that's my motherfucking nigga. I hang in DC with them Senate House killers.
We were watching like the Bloods had a remix, the Crips had a remix, like every rapper had a remix of that. And I was like, what if Barack had his own version? So we just took the jump and shot it. I money out my pocket, shut down the block, and just shot a music video.
That's crazy. Now, you had some good feedback, and then you had some negative feedback. How did you kind of thrive off of that negative feedback? Because I know it didn't stop you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like when people just don't get a joke or they don't understand, like, the insider, the cool. It's like if somebody was hating on me for staying Netflix and chill. Now, it's like, look, I know this is cool. I know this is funny. If you don't get it, that's unfortunate. But, like, the last thing I'm going to do is stop being cool, So I knew that what I had done was funny. And at the end of the day, I'm an artist. I get a chance to express my opinion. Part of the thinking behind that whole video was that, because Barack was the first black president, I think that we were holding him to an unrealistic standard of as just a human being. So I humanized him completely in the video and just made him like a nigga in the hood. And for people who weren't comfortable with that, it's like, what's wrong with, a president hanging out with people in the hood, like that's more telling about, their feelings than my sketch.
Yeah. That's what's up. Kudos to you. Now, for people like you said who don't know about you, you have done a lot behind the scenes. You wrote for the BET Awards. Stop me if I'm wrong. You've done some stuff. Was it Live in Color? You've done some stuff with the Wayans. Of course, Kevin Hart wrote for Kevin Hart. Like, talk about doing all of that. I mean, like, how did you even get to those people to be able to do that?
I mean, through stand-up, I got hired to do some writing. And one of the first jobs I got hired to do was the BET Awards. So I've written for the BET Awards since 2007, I believe. Wait, 2000? Yes, yeah, like 2007. I mean, it's on the credits every year. James 84 Davis, and they called me 84 because when I started, I was like 22 or 23, and they were just like, how is this dude so young? So then from there, I started writing for the Hip Hop Awards as well. I'm literally flying to the Bahamas next Monday, or this coming Monday to shoot a sketch for DJ Khaled for this year's Hip Hop Awards.
They don't want you to be great.
The major key alert, secure the bag. But I mean, yeah, I wrote for In Living Color when they did the reboot that never came out, and then I wrote for the Late Late Show with James Corden, and I left there and kind of focused on my own thing. But you know, writing is a way to just keep myself involved and in the mix. And sometimes I'll write my way onto being in front of the camera. Like for Jokin Off, I actually was hired as a writer first, and then I was like, well, you know, you gotta let me get some episodes.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've written and been on season 2 of Wild 'N Out. I was a writer and a performer. I mean, I literally came up with the game Turn Down or Turn Up for What that they play now. Like I literally like came up with that game, pitched it to Nick. He was like, that's dope.
Oh, wow.
So like, you know, it's just
Genius on our
it's
hands.
powerful. It's just powerful to have influence, you know, beyond just being the person hired.
Yeah.
Because you can always get, you know, an audition or wait for somebody to give you something, but when you're writing, you're literally creating. So why not create yourself an opportunity?
That's crazy. All right, so I want to get all up in the business with the shows. Let's first talk about Wild 'N Out. Like, how is it being on there with Nick Cannon? And I mean, he just seems like he's amazing, genius as well. Talk about Wild 'N Out and the experience of just being on that show. Like,
I mean, Wild 'N Out was a dream come true because I remember when I was younger watching that show and feeling like I could and should be on that show. And so when I very first started doing comedy, you know, it was on and I was like, oh man, like I should be on that show. So when I finally got on the show, it was just amazing just to put that shirt on and just, you know, have people come up to you like, oh, you're the dude from Wild 'N Out. And I mean, Nick is super cool. It's a real fun environment shooting the show. I mean, it's super competitive. That's what's like, even though it's jokes, it's super competitive. Everybody's trying to get their jokes off. Everybody is talented. Everybody wants to shine. So there's a very competitive aspect like of Wild 'N Out that you don't really see because of TV and editing and whatnot. But like, you know, it's almost like comedy sport up there. Like we're really trying to get it in.
now I'm curious about the writing. Okay, so you have the different segments on the show. What is really improv and what is written? Can you tell us that? Like, okay.
It's like so there are writers there to, if somebody doesn't have anything for a game, there's writers there to give them a joke.
Okay.
But most
is discussed before the show. Like
well, the people know, they know the games we're playing,
Okay.
but we don't know all the time the pictures or everything that's going up. Sometimes they'll give us maybe like half of it, like maybe they'll show some, so maybe you can prepare a little bit. But I'd say the show is about like 50-50. Like this, I'll say this, like through editing, you know, songs aren't prepared. We don't come up with songs in 1 second. You know, that's like nobody's just like got it, and they have like choruses and verses and whatnot. But I mean, I just say, even if somebody was given the opportunity to prepare their jokes, like the show, the energy, that crowd, the fact that there's so many other super talented people around you, like it's one of the harder shows on TV to be a part of. So
y'all make it look real. Has there ever been a time where you know, a joke has went too far and everybody's kind of like, oh shit, like, because I remember the one with the Stevie J and Nick, and they claim all of that, where what Stevie J said he smashed Mariah twice, and they had this big thing, and like, is there ever that real where it is like, oh shit?
I mean, like, nobody's gonna fight, but Nick likes that battle rap atmosphere, you know, that URL atmosphere. So everybody's taking personal shots, and you know, I wouldn't even, the Stevie J thing, that, you know, that was a little tense. But I mean, I've just seen people backstage just like, yo, you went too far, or a girl crying or something like that, just because, like, you know, even though she had a comeback that was killing, it was like that joke that hit her too hard. And like, yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's comedy is cutthroat, you know, and that's what separates Wild 'N Out from other shows, is that, I mean, it's almost like it's roasting people. It's roasting people while doing comedy.
And I know Nick I mean, we all human. I know he has to feel some type of way. I mean, y'all go hard on him about his career, Mariah, and I mean, like, every show it's like a stab at Nick. He laughs it off, but you know, I know he feels some type of way about it.
I mean, when he thinks of how much he's making that episode versus what we make in that episode, it's easy to laugh it off. Yeah.
That's the best comeback. So, okay, talk about Real Husbands of Hollywood. You was on there. You are Kevin Hart's assistant on there, Oliver, right? Okay, so how about that show? Is that like 50-52 improv and script? What is that atmosphere like?
So that's a show. It's like there's writers. That's a scripted show. You know, like My Name's Not Oliver. You know, like there's fictional setups, but a lot of the writing is based on real things that are happening in all those husbands' lives. So, you know, Kevin got divorced, so Kevin's divorced on the show. Or, you know, Dwayne Martin is this, you know, business entrepreneur, so on the show he's a business entrepreneur. But he may not be, you know, dealing with some vodka company and like all the shenanigans that happen around that. But, you know, we get scripts, but Kevin is Kevin. He's hilarious. So if he goes off and does something, we all just have to be ready to do the same thing. But then you got JB Smoove, and if he goes off script, or if Set of the Entertainers, like if any of the greats or somebody of that level of talent decides to go off script, you don't tell them no, you know. But I mean, for someone who's just there of more of a straight man, their stuff is scripted. So I mean, it's fun for me because when I'm in scenes with those guys, they go off script, which means I gotta go off script, and then, you know, just fun stuff happens. It's I mean, it's probably the funnest TV set around because it's just, yeah.
All of the people that's on there. That's amazing. I mean, is it realistic to you? Is it surreal, or is this kind of something you really kind of visualize for
I
yourself?
mean, I'm very focused on where I want to be, and I'm not there yet, so I'm kind of tunnel visioned, and I never really stop to smell the flowers and just be like, yeah. I mean, I can be like, all right, good job, James, for moving forward, progress, but like I'm never amazed by myself or anything like that because I'm always studying and focused on the people who are actually doing amazing, incredible stuff. The Will Smiths, the Kevin Hart's, Dave Chappelle's, you know, Jim Carrey's, and all these people, The Rock, all these people. So it's like, you know, I'm hopefully just making my way towards that goal as well.
Yeah. Sorry, the check's rolling in now. I'm pretty sure is the
I definitely can't go on stage and tell broke jokes like I used to. I don't feel honest. But I definitely, you know, taxes are crazy, and I'm definitely not rich for sure. Like I drive a Honda Accord, so I'll just keep it at that.
ain't nothing wrong with the Honda Accord.
But that lets you know if I'm driving a Honda Accord, I'm not out here, you know, DuckTales.
But what it is though, you being smart with your money too, though. I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure you can go out here and, you know, bang it up.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, the industry doesn't work like that. Like, you have to pay your dues financially as well. So, just because you're on TV doesn't mean you're making what the biggest guy in the same scene is making. So, you know, it's honestly I'm making what I would make if I had a nice 9-to-5 job, but I get to do what I love and, you know, crack jokes and travel and do a lot of that stuff. But I have a good like grown man salary.
Hey, I like how you put that, good grown man salary. So you could take me to like Ruth Chris or a Red Lobster if I.
For a special occasion.
You funny.
I'm special occasion balling. That's what it is. Like if it's your birthday or something like that, or holidays, we might go to the 5-star restaurant. But like, we're gonna be home cooking a lot.
You silly. Okay, so what's next for James? I know you've been doing everything, but what's in your future? Like when you look 5 years down the road, you like, I want to be here. I want to do this.
Man, 5 years down the road, I'll probably be in movies by then. I have a successful couple shows on air, and really just in 5 years, I'm honestly probably gonna be on the top. I mean, just realistically. So I'll probably be on that Kevin Hart, Mike Epps, Dave Chappelle level of like elite comedians. You know, as long as I stay focused and listen to myself and, you know, keep God first, I think that's probably.